So many students live right in the Bay Area and never get the chance to actually be out on the water.
If I were to describe Call of the Sea, it would be transformative.
Both the students and campers are around 8 to 13 years old. They really are in a world where devices are kind of their outlet, and it's really unique to kind of see them in a different light.
The first time when they told us to haul a line for the main staysail, and it was wind was pretty strong, so we had to use our strength. And Call of the Sea and crew members were helping us through it, and it was fun for me because I would have to show how strong I am.
More students should have the opportunity with Call of the Sea because it's memorable. It's nothing like you're gonna get in a classroom. The things that they show on screens are things out here that you get to see, touch, smell. On a boat, everyone has something to contribute, whether it's being an extra hand to get the sail raised, or look out who spots the whale off the port bow, or being that artist who captures the experience.
I was a high school student with Call of the Sea on Seaward. That was my first introduction to Call of the Sea. I had an amazing sail. I was a part of an AP environmental science class in high school. We went for a field trip, and I distinctly remember, even more than a decade later, the captain letting me captain and steer the helm for a long time, doing a plankton tow, benthic grab, secchi disc, all the really cool science stuff that we were doing. Still memorable to this day, 12 odd years later.
On the water, especially in the San Francisco Bay, it's so beautiful, and they're able to really take in their environment, all the beautiful surroundings, whales, pelican.
Call of the Sea is my home away from home. I really love these boats. I love sailing Seaward, love sailing Turner. Just did a 5-day voyage on Turner and currently doing a 5-day voyage on Seaward. Love to watch all the students actually blossom. It allows them to fully develop their personalities and show it to the crew and understand the crew, and everyone becomes a close, tight-knit family to the point where it's no longer crew and student, it's crew. And it's really sad to see them go. And then you hear, oh yeah, this student's coming back to volunteer for the summer, or this student's coming back to be an intern. And it's just really cool to see these kids grow and go from hesitant to touch a line to, all right, let me call the deck for a day. And it's just so rewarding because I was that student.
A lot of students should have this opportunity because they will see their future. The scholarship that I earned from Call of the Sea had done a lot, because without that scholarship, I might not be here.
You should go for Call of the Sea for making friends, tying ropes. I enjoyed the educational part of the camp, how we have to sail right next to the Golden Gate Bridge.
I was usually afraid of heights, and now that I came to this program, they taught me how to not be afraid of anything.
On these boats, you learn teamwork, collaboration, resilience, confidence, and that's what's going to make better leaders in whatever sector these students choose to go into.
I'm really grateful for Call of the Sea providing this opportunity to thousands of students and also adults every year. I think that our adult sail training programs are also really important.
We are teaching the importance, the gravity of why it's important to conserve our oceans. First of all, if you're thinking of donating to Call of the Sea, do it.
Why have I decided to join the Commodore Circle? A lot of the funds that are provided to Call of the Sea are usually tied to scholarships. Those work for bringing students on board, but that's a very small amount of the operational costs of a vessel like this. Maintenance and crewing, especially maintenance, are where most of the funds go. I joined to make sure that there's some stability around both of those, especially in regards to crewing. It's not a high-paying job for the folks that do it, and so I want to make sure they have a nice, stable, supportive place to advance their careers.
That all of the captains, all of the crew are really focused on learning and on teaching, and really create a very special environment to make people feel welcome, both for new crew who are, some of whom are very green and are just learning to sail, as well as training up the next generation of captains and mates.
when you're out there and you see these students and they're looking into the wind and they're up on bow watch and they're pointing out whales or a white shark or other boats on the horizon and warning us and saying like, hey, like, we got to avoid this. And it's like, yes, you get it.
The future gift or donation that you guys give to Call of the Sea means a lot, because a lot of kids would want to have a chance, as we all know that sailing might be hard for others, but you don't have to have any experience to join Call of the Sea. You will learn a lot more here than you could learn anywhere else.